Hi everyone, Janie here, and today I'm going to show you yet another way to apply transfer foil without a machine. Now, most of you have already seen my video on 7 ways to apply transfer foil without a machine, and if you haven't, I'm going to put the link below in the description box. So where it says show more, just click on that and the link will be there along with some other links that you're going to want to see. But today I'm going to show you another way, and I think you're really going to love it because it has a lot of possibilities. So let's head on over to the craft table and I'll show you. Actually, today I'm going to be showing you several ways to apply transfer foil, including a way that does not involve a printer or a machine. If you don't have a laser printer to print out your own images, and you don't want to make a trip to like Office Depot or Staples to have them printed out on their laser printer, Gina K has come out with something called Foil Mates, and she has several kinds, some with sentiments, some with pretty designs. And what I really love about this is that it comes with the parchment paper to put the foil and your cardstock between. So I'll be showing you how that works here in a little while. Okay, and now that I've shown you 2 really easy ways to get your images, there is a variety of foils also. This is from Crazy Creations. This is Deco foil in sheets. It says iCraft. It's by ThermoWeb. And actually, they come in so many colors. I've just got a few compared to what all they have. And so these are all Deco foil. Ranger also makes transfer foil. And I thought I had some, but I couldn't find it. And let's see. Heidi Swap Mink. I'm going to be honest with you. I've tried this, and this would not be my favorite to use. So I'm just letting you know up front. It may work great for you. You may like it. I'm not crazy about it. I go back to Gina K Designs because they also have foil. And their foil is by ThermoWeb. So ThermoWeb pretty much makes it for almost everybody, but not quite. Okay, now we've talked about how to print your images. We've talked about the foils, and now we're going to talk about what to use. So right here I have my full-size iron. You might have a craft iron. Either one of those will work great. So that's for the method with absolutely no machine. You could use your iron, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in a minute. And another thing you can use is a laminator. And yep, my camera's too close. Let me see if I could back things out here a little bit. This happens to be a Your Story binder and laminator from Cricut. But there's all kinds of laminators out there that you may already own. So I'm not saying go buy a laminator, because if you're going to do that, you might as well go buy the machine. But I'm just saying if you happen to have a laminator, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And next you're going to be needing some parchment paper. A lot of you might have this in your kitchen for baking. And if you don't, and by the Gina K Designs, this will already come with parchment paper for you. And if you don't have either one of those, you can use a piece of printer paper. I don't think it's the best choice, but you can do that. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's get started. Let's try it on this really awesome Paris image that I printed out. This is actually from AMB Illustrations. I'll put a link below. And we're going to put on this really pretty, actually I don't want it to go with that. I want it to go kind of at an angle. Nope, I didn't cut it big enough to go at an angle. Well, darn. Okay. Let's put some parchment paper over the top of that. And let's iron. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh, come here. Don't think I left it on quite long enough. Let's try this one more time. You definitely want to make sure that your iron is hot enough and that it's on long enough. Okay, let's see what we have. The good news is you can always go back. As long as you don't pull the paper all the way off, or the foil, I mean, you can always go back and finish what you started. I'm going to actually let it cool a minute. It's pretty hot. See if I can get the reflection on there. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait to use this for something. Okay, I'm going to use this Gina K Designs pre-printed cardstock. I'm using a completely different foil this time. And we're going to stick it right inside this parchment little folder that they provide with their stuff. And let's put some heat on this. Okay, it's going to be really hot, so I really don't want to touch it, but let me see what we got going here. Okay, one side looks like it needs a little bit more. Let me just turn this around this way. And we'll do a little bit more. Remember that when you're, pulling the foil off, do it slowly and make sure that, it totally covered your project, because if not, you can lay the foil back down and just heat it up a little bit more. Sometimes it's just hard to tell how much heat it's going to take. And make sure you're giving it some pressure too. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. Now that worked. See all those pretty roses and all those rainbow colors on this one? Not bad. Not bad at all. There's a little smudge in the middle, and I don't know why, because this only sticks to the ink, the toner, so there must have been something there. Be careful when you print out your stuff, even though this one came pre-printed. Well, I had thought my camera was recording when I made these, but I guess it wasn't. And with graduation coming up, I just wanted you to see that you can make little embellishments. I printed out that graduation cap and used the foil on that and then cut it out. And then I also made this little banner with congratulations on it. And those are both from what I printed out from my laser printer. And I just wanted you to see other things that you can do, like sentiments and embellishments. Okay, now for those of you that have a laminator or a Your Story machine or something like that, we're going to try that. And I'm using a different one of Gina K Designs papers. And I'm using this really pretty rose gold. So I'm going to put that over the top. Remember, with the pretty foil side facing up, not the dull side. And so you're going to cover that. I am going to slip that right into, I know everything is so close here because I'm trying to, so you could see everything. Okay, so it's slipped right into their little parchment paper folder. I'm actually going to add a piece of cardstock in the back behind it, just to give it a little bit more stability going through here. Okay, so we have parchment paper folder, foil, the printed design, and an extra piece of cardstock for stability. And I like to put it through where the fold is. I like that to go through first. So I'm just going to put it through right here. And we'll just let that go right through. if you don't have a laminator, this is probably the time that you're going to stop watching it. But this is really awesome if you happen to have one of these on hand. And like I said, don't go out and buy one, you know, if you don't have one. Unless, of course, you want one. Because they're great for laminating, not just doing this. And oh no, I can already see one little mistake on here. I'm going to show you right through here. My foil, I didn't have it all the way to the edge. Oh no. Okay, let's see what we've got. Are you ready for the unveiling? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I can actually put this back in, getting the foil along that edge, so it's not a loss at all. Oh my gosh, that came out just gorgeous. Okay, next we're going to try an image that I printed out with my laser printer. And I'm going to use this pretty rainbow foil across it. Just stick it in there. And we're going to do the same thing. So let me get it all put together here. All right, that's all together. And we're going to slide it right through. Remember, the folded edge goes in first. This isn't much different than doing an iron. It's just putting the heat across it really slowly with the pressure as it runs through. So if you're going to use your iron, make sure you do it the same way. Make sure that your iron is hot enough and that you're using enough pressure and keeping it on long enough. Okay, it's coming out the other side. All right, let me pull that out. Are you ready for the unveiling? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that just awesome? Okay, let's take a quick look. This was one of the Gina K designs that we did with the iron. And this is a Gina K design that we did with the laminator. And I'm going to tell you right now that I've tried two of them on this particular design, and I did not have the greatest results, but this design came out beautiful. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to play around with some Gina K designs some more, but I really do like the results on this one. And then these were all done with my laser printer. And so this was done with using the iron, and this was done using the iron. And so was the sentiment and the graduation hat. And then up here, laser printer, but these were done with the laminator. So you can see it works beautifully both ways. And now you're no longer limited to using the transfer foil. You have the 7 ways that I showed you in my previous video that will be listed below. And you have the ways that I showed you today. Thank you all for watching today, and I promise you, if I come up with any other ways to apply transfer foil without a machine, I'm going to tell you about it. So keep your eyes open, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.